Right, refeeds and cheat meals. Why do we do them? Well, without getting too geeky, mainly because I did a BSc at uni and I've forgotten most of it because it was a hell of a lot of years ago. It was at least over 10, and I spent a lot of my time drinking at uni. The main reason for me and any of my clients is because it keeps you mentally sane. If you have a refeed coming up on, let's say, Saturday in 6 days' time, you know you've got 5 days of eating clean, working hard before you get that little reward. I know you're not a dog, but it is nice to have that kind of end date to work towards. So it keeps you mentally sane and gives you that end date that you know that when you're sitting there 3 days before your refeed and you're thinking, I really want a chocolate bar, you think, well, do you know what? I've just got 3 days to wait. And if I do have that chocolate bar, the refeed may be taken away from me. So that is the first reason that I put them in, and the main reason. Also, when we're not in lockdown, you can actually go out and enjoy socializing. So why not combine socializing with your refeed? The last time I had a refeed on a prep, I got given one and we were going to a steakhouse. So I thought, what a perfect time. I can actually enjoy someone's birthday and have a steak, have a dessert and not feel guilty and factor it in. And the main reason that the most coaches will use them is because it does help almost like reset the body. So like I said, let's not get too geeky, but after a long period of low calories, the body's crying out for food, basically, for calories. You hear a lot of people saying the body goes into starvation mode and all these different hormonal changes. But to make it nice and simple, if you're eating low calories, the amount of calories you're burning per day will decrease. The body is not stupid. So whether it is a starvation mode or whether it's your leptin or your ghrelin levels are changing, which they definitely are, you are going to be in a period where your body is crying out for calories. Now, as a result of that, your body is not going to want to burn calories unnecessarily. So if I was dieting, for example, I would not be sitting on this video now and I would not be moving as much as I am. I'd be sitting here probably looking like a zombie because the body is trying to preserve calories. So, after, let's say, 2 weeks of low calories, being in a calorie deficit, you start to get sluggish, you start to slow down, you start to be lethargic. The daily calories you're burning just goes down and down and down. And you're having to do more work each day to get the same results. Put in that higher calorie day, that higher calorie meal, the next 2-3 days, you're strong in the gym, you're lifting heavy, you're moving around, and, you're kicking your body back into action again. So mentally you feel better, you feel stronger, you're sleeping better, you're moving around more. You basically just reset yourself ready for the next 7 days, 14 days, however long it is. So that would be the reasons that I would use a refeed or a cheat meal. Just a top tip on how to structure it. I would do it as not as a cheat day. I would do it as a refeed meal or a cheat meal. And I'd put this late in the day. I've made the mistake too many times where I've started at like 8 a.m. having pancakes and chocolate. Oh, it's a slippery slope and it's a long day. Factor in to start at 7 or 8 and have a cheat or refeed meal. A refeed meal is probably a better idea. So you plan what you're going to eat for that meal. And I'd probably give yourself a calorie limit as well. So let's say you're eating 2,000 calories on a normal day. Let's say limit your meal to 3,000, not your meal, sorry, your total calories for the day to 3,000. So, you may be on 1,700 calories for that day. You've got 300 calories left for that meal. I would push that up by about 1,000. So you've got 1,300 calories to play with. That would be how I would personally do it. I wouldn't overcook it too much. I wouldn't be on like 2,000 calories a day and then have like 5,000 calories for that day. It could be more detrimental than it's worth. I know we're all guilty of it. I've definitely done it multiple times where I've pushed up to like 7,000, 8,000 calories pretty easily. But yeah, so for me now I'm on 3,000 calories. I don't really need refeeds. But if I did, I'd probably look at maybe putting an extra 50% on my calories, and the majority of these would be from carbs. That would be the way I would personally go. But I would again put it as a structured refeed meal, just so you don't go off the rails and eat like 25 chocolate bars, 3 tubs of ice cream, that sort of thing. And I would probably try and avoid nights out because there's nothing worse than going out and getting absolutely spangled and then having to wake up the next day hungover because you're not going back to your diet. Anyway, I hope that helps. Drop me a message as always if you need any further help or advice, and I'll see you at the next video. Ciao.